Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ndinaja, aka Ngonye. No, that's not the right pronunciation of my name. I don't even know why I did that. But yes, I have a video here. I'm trying to review this book, which I found at Michael's recently. And it is the Bullet It Lists for Living, a notebook for charting your hopes and dreams, handwritten and illustrated by this person. All right. Now, I got drawn to it because I saw that it had it was colorful and had handwriting or handwritten fonts and little icons and stuff. And when I looked through it, I noticed that it is essentially a beginner bullet journal. Now, if you're not familiar with the bullet journal concept, I will link a video down below in the description to writer Carol's website, who's essentially the founder or founder of bullet journaling. I'm sure a lot of people have been doing this method of planning for years, but maybe they didn't have a cohesive name or anything cohesive about it. Now, Ryder put it all together, set up basic symbols, like you can see here. Well, basic symbols, and formed the bullet journal method, a bullet journal method of planning. It includes having collections and different sorts of things. Now, this is an Erin Condren notebook. Let me zoom you all in. This is an Erin Condren notebook, and it's a dot grid notebook. A lot of people use dot grid notebooks for bullet journaling. You can use most people use a dot grid notebook. Oftentimes it's a Leuchtturm 1917 bullet journal, which you can find at Barnes & Noble's or online. And some people use Scribbles That Matter. Some people use I forget the name, but you can find it in Michael's. You can find just about any type of bullet journal that you want, and yeah, any type of dot grid notebook, that you want. So you can use dot grid. I've seen people use graph paper, which is personally my preference, but I got these books on a very good sale. I think they were 2 for $5 sometime at the end of last year. And I didn't use this book in particular for bullet journaling. I was using it to try and set out my routines, my daily routines. So it worked for a little while until I started doing this, and then I abandoned it because it was not my main planner. So I've been doing a series of iterations to try and find what is for me. I very much love this layout, but I haven't translated this layout to a disc-bound system as of yet, but I'm close. Right now, as you know, I'm using the Erin Condren Hourly and other things. So what people basically do in their bullet journals is you start on your first page, you have your index, you have your symbols. Well, you have your symbols, you have your index, and then you start your collections. You should number your pages from 1 to whatever, and then you just keep going. The beauty of a bullet journal is you use this page for whatever you want, use this page for whatever you want. If you want to do something else on the next page, you just flip the page and you have a brand new sheet. You are not locked in to the structure of a basic planner like this that gives you a month and then weeks. So you're not locked into that. On the flip side, if you're somebody that craves structure and flexibility, but you do not like the routine of having to set up your weekly pages every week, I think this book is a good introduction. So let me show you. So this is what it looks like on the first page, and it has a welcome note, and then it tells you what to expect from this notebook. So it calls this a notebook. Station 1, personal interests, favorite reads, books to read, all of this in your personal interests. And then it has a mind, body, and soul section, including music to make my heart sing, food and drinks favorites, goals for my mind, my heart, my body, and positive affirmations. It has a memory keeping section, a play section, a life planning section, and then some more notes on how to use this notebook. So a lot of the things here are collections and pages that you often see. If you look through YouTube, you would often see it in people's bullet journals. Now this kind of helps you get set without having to draw all the pieces and pages, because that can get really, really tiring. And if you're the type of person that says, oh, I'm not creative, I don't know how to do this, and you could spend 2 hours just setting up these 2 pages, and by the time you're done, you're exhausted, but you still have plans that you need to fulfill. You still have to-do lists that still need to be added, but you need to also record these parts of your life. So here, you have this just done already for you and very easy to do. So here, this is, as you can see, your favorite reads. It says, use this page to write down the books you love most. You can write them down in a ranked list or jot them down as you remember them. And you have favorite books, authors, and book quotations. I don't think this is enough space for book quotations, but okay. And then you have books that you want to read. And you could just, you have this, you could just put a little line here or a little checkbox here. Oh, you know what I didn't notice? The pages are perforated. Let me show you. See? Yeah, the pages are perforated. So you could possibly take these out, add some washi on each side, and disc bind it. There you have it. I wonder, let's compare it to the Happy Planner Notes page in terms of size. Okay, so if we were to use a Happy Planner, the Happy Planner would be on the long side. It's more than half a page. As you know, this is 7 by 9. But I wonder if this would be half a page on a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet, which I have right here. I know this is my bootleg Miss Maker project sheet. So let's see. Okay, so the pages are about half of an 8.5 by 11. If you want to see that there, let's get the whole look. So you can see that it's about half of an 8.5 by 11 on this side, and on this side it's more than half. Okay. So you could get a bunch of 8.5 by 11 sheets and punch and add if you've taken these pages out to make yourself a little disc-bound notebook. Or you could just get a Happy Notes from Joanne and yeah, move along with it. Speaking of which, do I have, oh, my mini is not right here. I could have done a test. Okay, so that's favorite books, and you have top favorite movies. So you can see that all the layouts are made for you, and you just have to write it in your favorite pen. You don't even have to put colors. You can add colors if you want. There isn't much space for washi, but it's pretty much set up for you. So I think this is a gentle entrance into the bullet journaling world. You have your spring bucket list, summer bucket list. These are beautiful. and your autumn bucket list and a winter bucket list. These are beautiful. You see all these very beautiful spreads on YouTube, and sometimes I just think, oh my goodness, this would take so much time to create. But you don't necessarily need to create it on your own. You can have this as an entrance, and a lot of people are beginning to make stickers that create these sorts of layouts. But I've seen two on Etsy, but again, I'm not so into bullet journaling, partly because I sort of have my own method, as it were, and I don't like having to do this all the time. I might be trying out a Scribbles That Matter bullet journal. They have a new one coming out, or which is already out, but that should be in another video. So this is for music, little things that bring you joy, what truly inspires me, personal growth, and you can, you can put something here, 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 here. You could even divide this and wash over this and make it a savings goal, and you start with the smallest amounts that you've saved, go up to the main amount that you want to save. I think Ariel from the Penny Plans on Instagram, she did that when she was saving for her car, and it was a beautiful, beautiful spread. So you have gratitude here, and a daily log for gratitude with about 30 lines. You could make this 31 for the last month. Your favorite food and drinks, and it has chocolate, strawberries, bananas, and drinks, and stuff on the other side. It's a little lettuce thing. And recipes that you would like to try. So you guys can see that it's very colorful, and it's already set up for you to do what you have to do. So it's a nice gentle entry into the bullet journaling world. And then if you have an itch to go from here to a main bullet journal, you have the choice to do that, or you can very easily even copy some of these layouts or trace over them, just use them for inspiration and get you to where you want to go. I love this spread for positive affirmations. Always very necessary to tell yourself positive things just to encourage you, because in this life of planning, we're not just planning for planning's sake. There are things you want to achieve. There are goals you want to achieve. And oftentimes in the middle of those goals, between the start and even the middle, there's a bit of a messy area. It's not a straight line. So you need to keep yourself motivated. You need to keep yourself positive. You need to keep yourself encouraged in order to continue. So there. And then memory keeping, happy times come and go, but memories stay forever. This is essentially their dashboard, just like this previous one, mind, body, and soul. Okay. So you can print pictures and put in these spots in here, a day in line. So you can use this to journal for memory keeping. Just write one sentence about your day. And you have this for 12 months. And you can very, very easily look over your year. And then play. Creativity is just intelligence having fun. Isn't that the truth? You have your brainstorm list. So this is looking more like a regular bullet journal with just the dots, but you have a little bit of decoration here. You could add a little something here, a sticker here, and you have yourself a spread. Okay. And then you have your icons for your bullet journal, or your planner icons for what you want to do for a task, an email, for someone to call, if you have an idea, and if it's done, if it's migrated, all sorts of things. And you have your color code, if you are a color coder. I'm not so much of a color coder in my main planner, but I am a color coder in my budget, in the budget section of my planner. You can use this to doodle. Llama Letters, which is Cindy Gunter Baldo, she has doodle challenges every month. So you could use these to do your doodles. Swatching your pens, you can see lovely pens here. That's a mild liner. I think I have this color of mild liner right here. Well, close but no cigar. More sections for pen swatches. You can swatch your washi tapes here. That'll be very pretty when it's done. Then this is the life planning section. A goal without a plan is just a wish. That is the truth. And you talk about where you see yourself in 10 years, your life goals for 5 years, 1 year, in the different areas of your life. This is very, very nice. Very nice. I don't feel like it's enough space, but it probably is. It probably is. And then what your monthly action should be, what your daily action should be. You guys also know, if you watch my channel, that I use power sheets. And when you have discovered your goals in power sheets, you have actions that you should take monthly, weekly, and daily. I don't think you should just jump from the month to the days, because that's why we have weeks, you know. And planning out your goals. This seems a little backwards, but this is a goals worksheet. You have a goal description, your main action steps, resources needed, deadlines, and the to-do list. This would essentially help you to set up this area. So I think it's kind of backwards, but hold on one second. Okay, so we have, let's see how many spreads of this we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 goal worksheets. That's a good number. And then you have your yearly calendar. And this just makes me smile, because I am a Monday start girl all day, every day. 4 months, that is. Okay. And you have January to December. As you know, this is undated, so you could use this anytime. You have your yearly tasks. And this is a very nice spread that I would say everyone needs in their planner, because things that you should do either around your house or whatever that you need to do every month, you could just list it here and check it off as you get done, instead of trying to remember what you have to do every month, which is what I've been doing, or which is what I have done in the past, and it didn't work. So things that you have to do every year, and then things that you have to do every month. Use the preset list below. I'm not sure how this is different from this, but tell me in the comments what you think. I'm not sure how that's different. Okay, and then they have the monthly pages. So you have your calendar with notes, goals, and to-dos. This is a calendar also. And then you have your word for the month. There are some similarities between this and the power sheets, but it's not too similar, because again, this is a bullet journal. Okay, February, March, and I like this because you can just come through and color it. April, May, June, July, August, end of summer, September, October, November, December. So it has essentially a US focused decoration for the monthly pages on the calendar, because you have snow. In some parts of the world, December, it's the height of summer. Australia, for example, South Africa also. All right, and then you have your ideal week. This is great because you have times, and then you have little space for notes. You can write down an ideal plan for every day, what you typically do on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, so on and so forth. I wonder if they have this for 2 weeks. Personally, I would need this for 2 weeks, and I was trying to do that in this little bullet journal that I have. I think I'll call this my routine book, because that's really what I'm using that for. And so I would have a week where it's not a drop-off week for TJ, and then I'll have another week that is a drop-off week, and yeah, that'll work. Okay, time is on your side. Make a list of small daily tasks you can perform in the time frames below. This is very good, especially as you're starting to plan. You can give yourself little things that you need to do so that you don't ask yourself a question if you have a block of time. You don't have to ask, oh, what am I doing now? What should I do now? You could easily just turn to this page. Oh, I have 20 minutes. I'll do a task from here. Oh, I have 30 minutes. I'll do a task from over there. And that's that. It has a space for your morning routine and your night routine. Now, this is what you would want your perfect day to look like. Now, knowing fully well that you should give yourself grace because nothing is perfect. So if it doesn't work exactly the way you intended at first, try again. Turn the page. And that's it. So it says here, congrats, you finished your bullet it lists for Living Notebook. I've left some blank pages on the back for you to use as you wish. See ya. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blank pages. Okay. So do I think this is worth it? Oh, and this is $14.99 at Michael's. I don't know how much it would be on Amazon, if it is on Amazon. I think this is a good entry. This is a good entry. I can't see anyone using it for every day because I feel like it does not have enough space, but it is a very good entry into a bullet journal. And because of the way the pages are made, you could easily perforate this and add it to a regular bullet journal. Now, it's too wide for the Erin Condren, and it's probably also a little too wide for the Leuchtturm 1917 books. Actually, I may be wrong, because when you perforate the page, it's just about, no, it'll still be wider. It's just about the width of the cover from this spine section to the end. So yeah, let me know if you think you would want to use this to start out with bullet journaling. Thanks for watching. If you've gotten this far in the video, please subscribe, like this video, and turn on the notifications so that you would be informed whenever I post a new video. I generally post videos on planning, organization, immigration, and Nigerian comedy. Alright, talk to you all later. Bye.